Hey guys, this is Matthew from the Wrestling Conversations YouTube channel. So I mentioned before I'm trying to make some more action figure type videos to go along with some of the wrestling interviews that I've been doing. So I want to give a quick collection kind of tour today. I moved into a new place back in June, so it took a long time to get things kind of the way I want. There's still more things to do. So we're going to take a look at the different parts of the collection. I'll try to keep it brief, but we'll kind of hit each section one at a time. So we're going to start with my two bookcases here. Mostly wrestling on these two shelves. A little bit of Marvel and DC kind of mixed in as well. So here we go. We'll take it one shelf at a time. So up top here, we've got a couple of those collector edition Mattel Elites. We've got Pat Patterson, Pete Dunne. We've got the remade Funko Turbo Man from Jingle All the Way. Love that. Love that. Got a couple mint on card Hardy Boys figures. These were actually my first Hardy Boys figures that weren't hand-me-downs. I had a couple that were given to me, but the first ones I ever found at the store. So I already got these mint on card. Got the Double Slam set autographed. I believe these are their first figures, or if not, they're close. Then we've got just an extra Jeff entrance grates. Going back here, we've got kind of an 80s, 90s WWF. There's some NWA mixed in there too. Shelf, as you can see, you know, with this era, lots of color that pops compared to some of the more current shelves. Got some Elites, some Ultimates. Love that Shawn. Shawn's one of my favorite guys, so I have to have that front and center. Several flares with the robes. Got that Hogan and Vader recently. Got a AEW shelf with a couple New Japan guys mixed in there too. Love that Supreme, Cody and Punk. Elite section. I love that Storm Suzuki too. I need to find the Chase at some point. I need to get that. I need to track that down. Really simple, but very nice. I'm not a big Marvel Legends collector, but have a few. And then bottom shelf here, we have some DC collectibles, DC Universe Classics. Just more like the retail. I'm kind of going more, quality over quantity and doing some of the more expensive, Hot Toys Mezco for DC and Marvel stuff. I've got a Mafex Deadshot, love that. But like to still have these in the collection. All right, next we've got my Hardy Boys display. These two guys definitely were my favorite wrestlers as a kid, still love them to this day. They've had a lot of figures, so by no means do I have even a fraction of them, but here's kind of what I got. So more of my Mattel, it's kind of dark back here, more of my Mattel stuff on this side. The Epic Moments set right in the front. The ringside Brood, new Brood 2-pack. And a few Jax figures too. Really tempted to go back and get a lot of the Jax stuff I had as a kid and things I didn't have too, but sometime. All right, then we've got more of my Ruthless Aggression display. Room to grow still, but and then down here is more of the kind of Attitude Era section. And all these Dudley Boys are technically like 2015 versions, but don't have any Attitude Era versions yet to put in there, so those will do for now. Then have just a small, I don't have, I was born in 97, so I missed a lot of WCW, but I've got, a few more like Nitro Era kind of figures there too. Love this Rock. All right, and then down on the bottom shelf here, we've got more, not current, but this is mostly probably, there's there's a Shield Rollins in there, but mostly probably 2015 and beyond. I don't watch quite as much modern WWE, so I don't have a lot of super current stuff, but this is, stuff from the last roughly 10 years. All right, this next wall is going to be a little tough to see. Lots of glares from like the frames and some of the cards I have. like team bags on them, so they're kind of glaring with this little extra plastic with the lighting I've got, but we'll give you a little bit of a rundown. So a couple autographed photos, have a graded. I don't really get into graded comics. As you can see on the other shelf, I have a bunch of trades, and I have some of my single issues, different part of the room. But I'd like to get a couple more graded books of things that are more classic. So this is The Dark Knight Returns, issue 4, graded. Got a few cards. I have, again, more cards in storage, but got a few cards there, a couple autos, some AEW. Getting into more of some sports stuff too. Like, I'd like to get more of the McFarlane figures. Got a David Ortiz there. And got a couple autograph balls from Torrey Hunter, Bob Feller, and then the commissioner, Rob Manfred too. A couple game used balls. Have a Phil Hansen auto ball from the Bills. Things like that. Just a couple extra things to use this space. All right, this next section got a couple of D12s here. I did open them up because I know they're kind of tough to see with the glare, so we'll go through these. I still don't have lighting on my, I just got this second D12 here. No lighting for my Hot Toys figures yet, unfortunately, so that's something I'm coming up here, but I have the DX, I think it's the 19, Dark Knight Rises, Batman Hot Toys figure, love that. Have the Far From Home Spider-Man, have the No Way Home Green Goblin there, those are both great figures. Hawkeye / Ronin from Endgame. Got the Captain America from Endgame there. So Hot Toys are still like a newer thing for me the last handful of years. Just get, 1 or 2 maybe per year. That's about it, because they're so expensive and I collect other things, but kind of leaning more towards the quality over quantity for a lot of like the superhero stuff. So those are a nice addition to the collection. All right, I'll close this up here. And then we've got, these wires still look bad. I'm looking to get some wireless ones that are rechargeable, so that might be my next thing, because I hate the wires, have them zip tied, but they look okay. All right, got some Batman figures here. Got the Supreme Knight, the Batman, and then like the Sovereign Knight version too. Missing the Ascending Knight, never got that, but that's something at some point. Try to get it to focus, there we go. I might add into. Got more of a modern Cap. Mezco Iron Man, that one's super nice. Like the die-cast pieces, just feels heavy, feels premium. I'm a sucker for black suit Spidey, so that's pretty cool. Gotta get the classic Spidey, so that just came out in the last year or two maybe. Don't have it yet, but I'd like to get it. And then at the bottom, got a couple more. We got Black Panther from the movie, and then Daredevil. The rest of the room, not much else. I mean, I've got a bunch of comics I got to go through still. Have a bunch of stuff in storage in there still. Got a Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder, 8x10, Batman sign, just TV. That's about it. Thank you everyone for watching. That's a collection. So please, like, comment, subscribe to my channel. We're super small. I haven't done that many videos, a few shorts. I've uploaded some of my podcast interviews on here, but most of those are on, your regular podcast platforms. So I've had more of my stuff up there, but check those out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever. But please leave a comment and keep checking back for more.